Okay, now the other set of questions, and this is going to be questions 7 and 8, is just evaluating functions. So they'll give you a function, and then you have to evaluate. And again, if you see the number behind the x value, um, then that means it's an exponent. It should be an exponent, okay? And if you have any questions on it, whether it is or it isn't, let me know, and I'll let you know. So for example, if you see y is equal to 3x2, that's 3x squared, okay? So that 2 should actually be, again, it should be a superscript. It should be up high as an exponent, right? So this should actually be high like that, right? So, and they might say this is of x, f of x, right? And so the question is, what is uh, f of 2? Oops. What is f of 2? So all you're doing is substituting 2 into this function. So it's going to be 2, well, 3 times 2. Instead of x, it's going to be a 2, and then squared, right? So again, superscript should be up high. So if we remember from PEMDAS, the squared should happen first. So 2 to the second power is 4. This is actually 4. So you're going to end up with 3 times 4, which is 12. Right, so the answer is equal to 12. Um, so that's as a, if they ask you, give it to you as a function. Now they might give it to you as a table and ask you what is f of anything, right? So if you have a table like this, x and y, it's 2, 3, 4, 6, something like that, right? And then they ask you what is f of 2. Well, it's equal to 3. All I'm doing is getting that number from there, right? What is f of 4? That's 6. What is f of 6? It's 9, right? Same idea is if they were to ask you as a mapping. So if you had a mapping and then you had 2, 4, 6, and over here was 3, 6, 9. So this one goes to this one, this one goes to this one, and this one goes to this one. Then same thing. What is f of 4? It's 6, right? I'm just following the arrow. That's it. All right. If they give you as points, so they say f of x, or the function f is equal to, and they say 2 comma 3, 4 comma 6, and 6 comma 9. And the question is, what is f of 4? It's 6, right? I'm just getting the number 6 because that's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for the number 4. If they say f of 6, then the answer is 9, right? I'm looking for this one. This is my output, 9. Okay. If finally, if they tell you as a graph, and this, sorry, this is so I cannot draw straight lines for the life of me. If they give you a straight, I'm sorry, if they give you it as a graph, right? And I'm just gonna draw whatever, doesn't really matter. And let's say they're looking for 5. What is it as 5? Well, what I need to do is figure out where does this touch the graph. So I'm gonna go all the way up to the graph. It touches right here, and so you're gonna have to, on the pictures. Hopefully, I'm hopeful that you'll be able to read them. And then you go across to where the y-axis is, right? And you check what that number is. So maybe it's I don't know, 4. So if they ask you what is, they give you the graph and they ask you what is f of 5. Well, it's equal to 4, right? Because this is the input, and then this is the output. Okay. So this is the input, and this is the output. So that's the four ways that they might ask you to evaluate a function.